So good to be with you today. Our series, Community Spread, that we've been in for a few weeks, Community Spread, we're talking about, of course, not seeing the spread of COVID, but we want to see the spread of things in our community. And this week we're talking about the spread of steadiness. And so Tami Rasberry, one of our members here, but also as a teacher in the community, and our teachers.
Thank you. I got my Lakeview shirt on.
Yeah, and we're so blessed with our teachers in the community, how they have steadfastly served our children, whether that's teaching remotely or teaching in person. Just so blessed by the ministry of teaching. So can you just say a word about what it means to be steady as a teacher in this time for our kids and our families?
You know, I think it's all about perspective, to be honest with you. You know, if I think about where I was 6 months ago, I never would have thought we'd be here now. I was anxious over the summer, wondering how it was gonna look, what's it gonna look like. I started off the year remote, and so I worried about relationship building. How are we gonna build relationships? How are we gonna let those kids know that we love them and we support them from a distance? But we did it. You know, we got on our Zooms, we found a way to get to know them by doing talent day and share your pet day and things like that. So then my next worry was, okay, well, what about when they come in person? What's that gonna look like? Am I gonna be able to, are they gonna be able to see how I feel with my mask on? Am I gonna be able to read their expressions? What's that gonna look like? Are they gonna be scared? But you know, the moment they walked in on the first day of school, they came down the hall, because we meet them at the door every morning. It's like, I just felt God's presence. Like, he was there telling me it's gonna be okay. And I knew as soon as those kids walked in, you see their faces behind the mask. You know, you just see the eyes, and the eyes told us everything. And from that day, it's just been a joy. It's been a blessing. You know, I have the opportunity every day to get up and go to a place that I love, that I wanna be at. And so I think your question is pretty easy. You know, it's easy to be steady in something that you think is a blessing. So I think it's helped just to be surrounded by people who feel like I do. We're just grateful to be together every day, surrounded by amazing kids and amazing families, supported by, you know, Trophy Club's an incredible community. But it's easy to be steady when you keep that in mind. I'm constantly thinking, okay, I'm good. And kind of like you were saying about the answer, I don't know what the end of the year is gonna look like, and I don't know what next month is gonna look like, but I know that answer is coming. So I'm just gonna keep it on, and we're just gonna keep showing the kids that we love them and we're here for them. I think our priorities are a little bit different. Sometimes this time of year we're thinking about benchmarks coming up, and that's not necessarily the priority. It's just making sure those kids know that we love them every single day, because they do come anxious and they have a lot to think about. You know, they're getting news and information from all sides, and when they come to school, we just want to be, your word, steady and constant for them for the time that they're at school.
So for a parent that might be watching this, challenged in the way of dealing with parenting and doing homework and working and all that, what word of encouragement would you give to them?
I would say ask questions. It's okay to need help right now. Reach out to whoever you can. We're always here. There are a lot of resources. You know, I know that we have some pods going on for the remote learning. That's a great place to start, is to talk to those families. I know that now that we're starting the new 9 weeks, we've gotten some kids in who were remote. Now they're in person, and they do have a lot of questions. And so it's just open up your hearts, open up your minds, pick up that phone, open up your computer and email, and ask for help. I think it's important. Ask for help. We all need it.
Well, so as we kind of wrap this time up, anything you might want to say to kind of wrap our time?
I just want to say thank you so much. I want to just say thank you for coming over here today and giving me a chance to talk about what I love to do, because it's such a blessing. And I want to thank everyone for supporting the community and supporting the teachers. I have never felt so loved and appreciated as I have the past 8 months. So I really appreciate that. For everybody who's watching and supports teachers, thank you so much.
Sweet. Well, we want to thank y'all so much for being with us today. Community spread is continuing. And again, we don't want to see the spread of COVID. There are so many things that need to be spread in our community. And today we're talking about spreading steadiness. And we're so thankful for the steadiness that you and the teachers in our community are showing.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
All right, so thanks so much for being with us.